Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you this afternoon for another album, or kind of Redux edition review is what it is. It's a review for the Amity Affliction. It's Let the Ocean Take Me. I guess this is the 10th anniversary album. It's kind of a remix, redo version of how it sounds now. How they wanted to kind of re-sing this whole album in a different tone, basically. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for the 10 tracks that we've already heard before since 2014, since the original record, and I'll let you know my thoughts on the Amity Affliction Let the Ocean Take Me Redux edition. So let's dive into this Redux edition review. Now it starts with Pittsburgh Redux. It's pretty good for what I listened to. I mean, different tone to the melody, for sure, because I know Aaron Stringer doesn't really hit the vocal range he used to hit back in the day, when Pittsburgh sounded really good with the original version, but still, it's still a good effort with this one. At least it's got a more darker tone to it, makes it sound really interesting, and I really dig Joel Birch's screaming potential in this. There's a lot more screaming potential from him with this song, so I'd give it a 5 out of 5. Lost and Fading Redux is a strong track too. Really enjoyed this one, and I'd give this a 5 out of 5 as well. Aaron Stringer's vocal range is pretty good from time to time. There are a few critiques, but other than that, it's still pretty strong for how it sounds, so 5 out of 5. Don't Lean on Me Redux. When I first listened to this track, I didn't hate it, but now I'm actually starting to grow attached to this track, but still, it's a 5 out of 5 for this one. Almost at 4.75. It's still a strong track. The Way Down Redux is a really good one too. Really like this song. The newest version to it is a little different with the tone Aaron Stringer is singing, but his vocal range is not the way it used to be back in 10 years ago. So things have shifted and changed with his vocal range, because he's kind of mellowed it out a little more. I mean, he can still hit the vocal ranges from time to time, but he doesn't hit that really high range like he used to from in the 2010s era. But other than that, I think The Way Down Redux is getting a 5 out of 5. It's really good. And I think the original Let the Ocean Take Me, I think that was probably the last record where he could really do really high clean vocals from Aaron Stringer. I think that was the last record, if I'm being honest, and then he just kind of mellowed out with his vocals afterwards. But still, it's still pretty good. Never Alone Redux is a really strong one too. I enjoyed the chorus, the verses in this, and I enjoyed how Aaron Stringer's vocal potential sounds in this one, along with Joel Birch's screaming. So this track did really good. 5 out of 5. Death's Hand Redux has a more darker tone to it, like every other track on this record, but it does have some good moments through this track, so 5 out of 5 for this one. Find My Light. It almost looks like it says Fuck My Life, but no, it's not the Godsmack song you're thinking of. It's Find My Light is what the Redux is, what the title of the track is. So basically, this is a good song. Has a little bit of a more toned out, positive, upbeat melody, but it sounds really good. Excuse my yawning. I'm just like extremely tired today, and I have this Hurricane Helene coming in my area sometime later tonight. So I don't know if I'm gonna be doing much videos after this one. I'll see what I can do, but Other than that, I think the next review is going to be the Pale Waves one. But after that, it's just one more review and then some single reviews. But other than that, Find My Light is getting a 5 out of 5. My Father's Son is a strong track. When I first reviewed this Redux edition back in August, I really enjoyed it. It's a great Redux edition. At least they only dropped one single for this Let the Ocean Take Me Redux version of the original album. But honestly, it's a strong track. Joel Birch's screaming is great. Even Aaron Stringer's mellowed out, depressive vocals from time to time. It sounds good. It's just more darker tone to his vocals. And it sounds really good. But other than that, 5 out of 5. Forest Fire is a Redux. Is pretty good. Not one of my favorites, but it kind of leads into the last two songs for the record. And I'd give it a 4.75 out of 5 for Forest Fire. Still a strong track, just I have my critiques with this one. Give It All is a nice track to end the record. Pretty good in its own way, but not one of my favorites too. It's the closing track to the record for this Redux edition, along with the original version. And they had deluxe edition songs for this record, but I guess they only wanted just to do the 10 tracks for the remix versions of this 10th anniversary thing they're celebrating for this album. But other than that, 4.75 out of 5 for the Amity Affliction's Give It All Redux. So overall, production, mixing, and execution-wise, I think the Amity Affliction Let the Ocean Take Me Redux edition for this review, I think it was really good. Really strong release from them that comes out tomorrow or at midnight tonight. So hopefully you guys will be checking out this Redux edition for Let the Ocean Take Me, the 10th anniversary thing they're doing for this album. But it's still pretty strong, and I'd recommend it. 8 out of 10 songs were really good, and the other 2 were good, but I had my opinions about them, like some critiques. But other than that, if I were to give this Let the Ocean Take Me Redux edition a score, I'm going to give it a strong 9.5 out of 10. Really good, definitely rocks for sure. Highly recommend you check this release out when it comes out at midnight tonight, and it's worth checking out. So pretty much 9.5 out of 10 for the Amity Affliction Let the Ocean Take Me Redux edition for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll try to get the next review out as quickly as possible for Pale Wave Smitten. But until then, you guys have a good rest of your afternoon. If I can't get it out sooner, it's because Hurricane Helene delayed me from doing reviews, and I gotta go to work too as well. I gotta work while the storm's gonna be happening tonight. So that's something. But until then, you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll try to get to you with another review as quickly as I can. But until then, I'll see you in my next review.